Okay, so coming up to the second week of ownership with Bear. Monday will be 2 weeks. She's coming up to being 10 weeks old on Monday as well. She's still doing really well. She's still having a bit of separation anxiety in her crate at nights and during the day, occasionally making lots of noise. But I found a old bone that we brought from the pet shop, which had meat in it, which I cleaned out, and I fill it full of raw food, and she seems to like using that for a fair amount of time. So let's get her through and give her a call. Bear! And here they come. Florence, you came as well. So we're still... Oh, you're pleased to see me. You're both wagging your tails. So they're both... Bear is still doing well with her training. Still about 98% now, toileting outside, just the occasional accident, which is really understandable with puppies. And May, she's done this well. Florence is still stubborn, same as ever. So we have the magical sausage again today. And Florence is getting fat, so she can't have too much sausage. But I do feel sorry for her. Oh, you're both sitting. So they both sat down straight away, which is good, because they know they're going to get nothing unless they sit. Be careful of your faces, because you bite each other if not. You've got to have to sit, mate. You're going to have to sit. Come and sit down. Sit. Thank you. Not too much now, Florence, just a little. Florence has been on a 3.5 mile walk this morning to try and get some weight off her, because she's heading up towards 9 kilos, which is way too much for her size. She needs to be around 5, 6, maybe 7 max. So this one doesn't stop eating. This one will eat non-stop all day long and given half a chance. So they're both sitting automatically for the food, which is great. Come to sit. Sit. Up. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know these commands. Good girl. You come down. Down. There you go. It's here. So the only thing is, her eyesight is not quite developed fully yet, I don't think. She's having a bit of problems sort of following stuff. A ball or something, when you sort of push past her quite quickly, whether it's cognitive or... She can see okay, but I think it's just processing the information. She's still a baby really, so it's early days for her yet. But she can quite clearly see. It's just, I don't think she's able to process where the ball has gone quick enough. So if you kick a ball for her or throw something, she doesn't seem to track it. She's getting better, but that's taking a few weeks. I think up to 16 weeks for a Rottweiler to develop its eyesight and cognitive ability fully. Obviously they're still going to have puppy traits in them, but yeah, so she's doing pretty well. Let's see if we can do a leave it. We're finding this very confusing at the moment. Move back. Stay. 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 Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. No, no. Hey. Hey. Sit. Leave. Leave it. Leave. Leave. Sit. Sit. Leave. Leave. Leave it. This one we're still working on. We're not quite got this one yet, because the food is just so stimulating towards her that she can't quite figure out yet. She's got to try and do something to get it. Here you go, mate. Have a bit of food. But yeah, that's something we're going to work on. So I do like the leave it command when they're out walking and stuff. If they pick up other animals' crap or they get something in their mouths they shouldn't have, I like the leave it command and get them to walk away from it. And I've always had that with my dogs. So Florence, not too much now. The vet will be telling me off. You have to watch your back, eh? You have to watch your back. They're getting on much better together. They are laying together now on occasions. but they are still, occasionally Florence gets absolutely fed up because this one is bouncing around her in circles trying to nip her and stuff, trying to get her to play, but she's not having it, so she will only put up with so much. She's very feisty, and she will all of a sudden give this one a nip. This one, Bear, is a real baby, and if this dog even just runs towards her, she runs off screaming. So currently she's not living up to her name of the Rottweiler, but I'm sure that will change in the next few months. But currently they're doing well. Come, 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 sit. Good girl, sit. You got to sit. Come on, make some effort. Sit. Good girl. I can't always tell when she's sitting. I think she was actually. Poor Florence. Down. Good girl. So I mean, you know, I'm happy with how it's going with her commands and stuff. She's doing really well. You can't expect too much at this age. They're not cognitively developed in the thought processes of full obedience. But she is picking it up, and she does definitely want to please with trying to do the things she's doing. Toileting and stuff, she's been fantastic with that. I mean, it's nearly always outside. She's doing well with pretty much everything. So the only thing is she is getting more energy now, so she's getting more energy, so she's staying awake for longer. So in the mornings now, this morning she woke me up at 5 and she ran around until it must have been 8, and in the end I put her in her crate and I took Florence out for a stroll, and left this one with the bone, and it seemed to be fine. So the energy levels are, she's sort of lasting 4 or 5 hours now, where before she's only able to do perhaps an hour or two, but now it's getting really extended. So it's much harder to keep an eye on her. But she's having sort of mad moments of running around the garden, and then she'll tire herself out. But yeah, can't complain. So yes, this is many days later. She's definitely growing. She's now heading towards 7.5 kilos. And that's heading towards 10 weeks. So it's a hell of a growth in the last week and a bit. She's still having her raw food every day, which she really likes. Packing the empty hollow bone with raw food and leaving it with her if I go out anywhere. So she's getting left for no more than an hour or two on her own. There's always someone here anyway, but we're trying to get her into the crate, so she's becoming a bit more detached from the anxieties she's currently got. But not pushing her, just giving her that bit of space and time. And if she's upset, I'll go and retrieve her from the crate, or bring her through to the bedroom if necessary, or whatever we're doing at that time, so she's not feeling completely anxious. There's no rush to push her to, you know, to have any cruelty towards her, really. I don't want her to suffer in any way. She's a nice dog, and you know, there's no point in causing unnecessary mental strain on her, so that's not happening. As soon as she's crying, try for half an hour. As soon as she's crying a lot, go and retrieve her. And ouch, that's my bloody finger. So this is the only problem. When you've got sausage on your hands, she thinks it's just the same, and she will get them now. Your fingers on the back teeth, and try and squash your fingers down, and that jaw is getting stronger, and she will punch your skin fairly easily. So she can't dissociate yet, can you? You can't dissociate yet. Stupid dog. Can you? Eh? You're nibbly, aren't you? You nibbly bugger. You nibbly bugger. So yeah, very happy, doing well. I'm not sure I'm going to play these games with her when she's older. Hey, nicely, gently, nicely. That's it, gentler. So I try and get that command every time she does nibble, just to let her know that it's actually my hand and not a piece of sausage. Gently. But it's confusing. Obviously, my hands have had the sausage on, so she can't probably differentiate between the two currently. But she will try and bite pretty hard, so you have to be very careful of that. But itch? You got an itch? You got an itch. You got an itch. Stop nibbling. Stop nibbling me. Stop nibbling me. Okay,